let us. Let's see what the numbers have for us, shall we? Well, that's interesting. Oh no, flip it around. 99.99. Everything is just fine. 99.99. Everything is just fine. That is just what is rolling through my head here. And let us have a look-see. 99.99 tells us, be more aware and empathetic to those less fortunate than you. Right? That simply means, number one, because it's learning what this empath space is, learning to, right, don't overwhelm yourself, check in, hold that space for them, but also lead by example. That's the awareness part, is to lead by example and start to show others that that you have the power within you to step into your power to create that abundance, to create the reality that you desire to be living. It all comes down to what we have in our minds. 99.99 is a symbol of enlightenment, compassion, and humanitarianism. Well, what immediately jumps out is, again, that compassion, because you have to truly learn to be compassionate with yourself, to really genuinely express compassion outwardly. It's a practice. It's a practice. And when our outside world is a reflection of our inside world, how we treat ourselves is ultimately how we do treat others. 99.99 indicates lots of growth and wisdom. It's like the end of all of these insane cycles, these patterns, the closing of all of these timelines, so many that do not align with who you are now and who you are becoming. And that is the biggest meaning behind 99.99 for this reading today, is that, again, you are, like I said, that's why you're feeling so overwhelmed. You're closing out all of this while simultaneously stepping into all of this and opening up all of these things over here. So it is very overwhelming, but it's recognizing that you are truly blessed. That is what 99.99 wants to remind you, that amidst all of this, and that's why, again, why 99.99 talks about being aware and empathetic to those less fortunate than you, and bringing that into the light, because it's recognizing to count the blessings of what you have, where you are, how far you've come, what abundance abounds in your world. To reiterate, 99.99, life transitions are taking place right now. Like we're saying, endings and beginnings. And of course, 99.99 says that your skills, talents, and divine gifts are beneficial to the lives of others. So if you are feeling as though you don't know if you have anything to offer the world in the sense of service, or how to be of service to others, and how to even, acknowledge that you are to monetize that service, because you are not supposed to be in lack. Prosperity and abundance are spiritual. It's when it becomes the obsession. It's when it becomes the intention. Energy exchange is imperative. There has to be that flow. And that's why, again, if you're feeling overwhelmed and you're feeling drained, it's because that energy exchange in your world, it's not there. You're pouring so much more out than what's being poured in. But it comes back to you. Are you pouring into you? And this is why. This is, again, what this comes back to. I know it can sound like there's this part of me, my little devil's advocate self, the ego, oh my gosh, what are people going to say about what you said? Isn't that fun? Don't we like that part of ourselves? Good times. About the whole, the healthy, selfish aspect of the being aware and empathetic to those less fortunate than you. Like I've said, that awareness is rooted in the fact that you don't help anybody else if your cup is empty. What are you pouring into anybody else's cup if you have nothing in yours? So you see, this is why the more you acknowledge what is in your cup, what blessings, what abundance abounds in your world, and the more you pour into your cup, the fuller your cup becomes. And guess what? The ultimate vision is so that everybody's cup is full and overflowing. The ultimate vision would be and is that you fill your cup just like me. We fill our cups so full that they overflow into those around us, that there need not be any pouring of any cups, that they're simply so full that they overflow. Imagine. Doesn't that feel good, Goddess? And so that's why right now it is that time to be taking the time for you so that you can be able to better serve the world and better be who and what you've come into this world to be, in service of others, to help be part of this shift, this ascension, this awakening.